It's a new day and it's now time for the family quiz. Hello and welcome back. My name is Joe. It's Thursday the 20th of August 2020 and we've got 10 general knowledge quiz questions for you from the 1960s. There may be one extra one which is out of the ordinary, but nevertheless a bit of fun. Okay, let's start with the questions. Are you ready? Here we go. Question number 1. Which of these persons died first? Was it Janis Joplin, Jim Morris, Brian Jones or Jimi Hendrix? Jim Morrison, Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix or Janis Joplin? Who died first? Question 2. Which record label was very important for the development of the Chicago blues and rock and roll and issued albums by artists such as Muddy Waters, Bo Diddley, Etta James and Howlin' Wolf? Was it the Decca record label, Horizon Records, Delta record label or Chess Records? Some of these questions are quite difficult, but nevertheless we shall strive on. Question number 3. The lyrics. I tell you we must die. Oh, you know why. We must now say goodbye. Are lines from which classic song? Was it Cold Sweat by James Brown, The Alabama Song by The Doors, White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane, or Whiter Shade of Pale by Procol Harum? Which one was it? Question 4. Hitsville, USA is the nickname for a former headquarters of which record label? Was it Virgin, Decca, RCA or Motown? Hitsville, USA is the nickname for a former headquarters of which record label? Which one was it? Virgin, Decca, RCA or Motown? Question 5. I want to take you home. I won't do you no harm. No. Are the lines from which song? Sorry about this. I'm not very good at interpreting these lines. I want to take you home. I won't do you no harm. No. These are the lines from which song? Was it Carrie Ann from the Hollies? Was it Sweet Soul Music, Arthur Connolly? Was it Foxy Lady from Jimi Hendrix or I'm a Believer from the Monkees? If you don't know, just guess. Question 6. How many rounds per minute does a standard vinyl single have to make in order to sound correctly on a record player? Is it a 45, a 33, a 78 or a 55? Pretty easy that one, I think. Question number 7. After his departure from the Animals, Alan Price founded a new group. But what was their name? Was it the Alan Price Project? Was it the Alan Price Quartet? Was it the Alan Price Set? Or was it the Alan Price Combo? Which name did he use after he left the Animals? Question 8. Rainy Day Woman, number 12 and 35 is a single from which of these albums by Bob Dylan? Highway 61 Revisited, Planet Waves, Another Side of Bob Dylan or Blonde on Blonde? And you can't have Bob Dylan's greatest hits either. Okay? That was question 8. Question 9. The Beatles' Abbey Road album cover was with the famous zebra crossing. Where was it? In which city was it? Was it in Sheffield, Manchester, London or Liverpool? I'm sure you know the answer to that one. Question 10. Like a Rolling Stone is a single from which Bob Dylan album? There's a lot of Bob Dylan questions, isn't there? Is it Bringing It All Back Home, Highway 61 Revisited, Freewheeling, Bob Dylan, or Blonde on Blonde? Like a Rolling Stone, which single was a single? Which album did it come from? Okay, and those were your 10 questions. I only give you 10 questions this time, but I'm going to give you a bonus question now. This is a general knowledge question, and it's one I saw on the telly recently. Anyway, I thought it was a good question. Who is the biggest tyre manufacturer in the world? Who is the biggest tyre manufacturer in the world? Is it Bridgestone, Dunlop, Pirelli, or Lego? Is it Dunlop, Lego, Pirelli or Bridgestone? Which is the biggest tyre manufacturer in the world? Those are your questions for today, Thursday the 20th of August. And now we're going to give you the answers for our quiz from yesterday, Wednesday the 19th of August. Here we go. Here we go again. Here are your answers from Wednesday, the 19th of August, 2020. Here are the answers to the quiz. 15 answers to give you. God Only Knows was a famous single by whom? It was The Beach Boys. The Beach Boys. The The second question was Gada Da Vida was a famous song from which band? And you know who the band was? It was Iron Butterfly. Iron Butterfly. I've never really heard of that name, Iron Butterfly, or that group, but they must have been very good in the 60s. Okay, and our next question number 3, is David Jones is the artist's real name, but who was the artist? Was it Quincy Jones, David Gray, Tom Jones, or David Bowie? Well, the answer was David Bowie, yes. Question number 4 at 15. Whole Lot of Love, Led Zeppelin. You've been cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. Whole Lot of Love, Led Zeppelin was the answer to question 4. The answer to question 5 was I've Got You, Babe, and Little Man, Sam and Dave, or Sonny and Cher, or Tina Turner, or UB40. The answer was Sonny and Cher. That was the answer to question 5, Sonny and Cher. Question 6. The film was Midnight Cowboy. Everybody's Talking was from the film Midnight Cowboy. Question 7. Spencer Davis left. Which member of Spencer Davis left to form another band called Traffic? It was Stevie Winwood. Stevie Winwood, keyboard player. Marvin Gaye released his 60s and 70s singles on which label? It was Tamla Motown, of course, Tamla Motown. Question 9. My Generation was a hit for The Who, but what was the year? It was 1965. 1965. Question 10. Who had a minor 1965 and 66 UK and US hits with his version of the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction? It was Otis Redding. Otis Redding was the answer for question number 10. Question number 11. Jane Asher was the answer. Jane Asher predated Paul McCartney. Question 12. My Girl Josephine. My Girl Josephine was the hit from Fats Domino. Also was a hit for Supercat in the reggae type version as well, recently, a few years ago. And question 13. What was the name of Roy Orbison's first wife? It was Claudette. Claudette. I don't know whether it's first wife, but it was Oh Pretty Woman. It was named after Claudette. Yeah. And question 14. Reach out and touch and ain't no mountain high enough. If you thought Holland Dozier Holland, well, actually they produced the record. It's always had the name in brackets, but who wrote it was Ashford and Simpson. So the answer was Ashford and Simpson. And question 15. Parking meters was your answer. Don't follow the leaders. Watch the parking meters was the lyrics to the song from Bob Dylan. Okay, those are your answers for Wednesday's quiz. We've had Thursday's questions. You'll get Thursday's answer on Friday, the 21st. So until next time, thanks for listening. Don't get too confused. Bye-bye.